Hello? Hello? It's about time we hit the road, passengers. Thanks to the 3 trailblazers, the activity of the fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the readings regarding the status of the star rail have returned to normal. Pom-Pom will dispatch the express shortly, and we'll be leaving Eurillo 6. Please be seated and say your goodbyes to this planet.
Yanqing.
Yes, General.
Watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
What did I tell you? He's definitely sleeping in. We trailblazers can go days without sleep, but when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, no point wasting our time in the corridor. The conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently, and we can't be late. Let's head over. Oh, by the way, you drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
Morning. You're very punctual. Oh, I can't remember the last time I got such a polite response. The trailblazing of Eurillo 6 is drawn to a close, and the Astral Express must depart for the next planet. Not telling yet. We'll make an official announcement in the meeting, but I'm keeping you in suspense for now. The meeting will start soon.
You're looking well. You better believe it. You guys really put on a show for Eurillo 6. I'm eager to join in myself. I gotta say, there were more than a few times where I wanted to lend a hand, but Himiko said I should let you youngsters rise to the trailblazing challenges.
Passengers, the warp navigation meeting has officially begun. Firstly, Pom-Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the star rail.
The 3 of us actually pulled it off, huh?
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's Kafka. I came at a good time. You're all here. Every single one.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Himiko, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult, don't you think? The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you astral expressors and I are cut from the same cloth.
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Loufu?
The Xianzhou Loufu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Loufu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst? Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent, No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle? We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron-stealing super specialists.
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the star rail here will be more blocked off than it was before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Loufu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire ship, and over half of the inhabitants will perish. Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers, you benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he'd perish too, right?
No comment. Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
March, get Dan Heng.
Whoa, what are you doing here? I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman.
Seems like the longer I spend in my room, the stranger things are when I emerge. March told me. If it were one of the other ships, it might have been okay. But I can't go to Loufu. The Alliance is made up of 6 ships. The Loufu is only one of them. There are also the Yaoqing, the Fanghu, the Zhuming, the Shuling, and the Yucue. I remember the Xianzhou was a sight to behold. Good luck. I'm forbidden from setting foot on the Loufu. Total interception of any attempt to enter the Dominion. Let's head back to the main carriage.
It's way too much of a coincidence. A Stellaron hunter shows up at the site of a Stellaron burst that just happens to be occurring nearby? Does anyone really believe that? Oh, I'm so mad. She just hijacks our communications and then hangs up? So rude. You used to know her, right? Was she always like this? Oh, yeah? Huh. Maybe she really liked you. Oh, yeah. I just spoke to Dan Heng. Here's the deal. We've all got to vote against. Trust me, she'll hold a democratic vote. 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for Dan Heng. 3 altogether. We never go anywhere without a consensus.
Are you okay, Dan Heng? March brought you up to speed, I assume.
I'm fine. And yes, I'm up to speed.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the Xianzhou Loufu, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the Loufu, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth, but we can't just ignore the intel she's given us. So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the Xianzhou. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, keep your arms by your side. 3, 2, 1. Three against 2. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the Xianzhou.
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
All right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
So, Dan Heng, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt, ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now, but make sure you take good care of the 2 of them.
Don't worry.
Destination Xianzhou, here we come!
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! So that's a Xianzhou ship? It It looks even bigger than Eurilo 6!
For the Xianzhou, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. The Xianzhou Alliance is one such civilization. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Loufu Skyport, Starsky Vin. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
Now you know how I feel when you copy me.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the Xianzhou. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
Let's not let our imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Loufu, welcome, guests from afar. Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Don Hung here with me. Yes, but I won't be putting my feet up. There's a lot to take care of here on the train. Make sure you're properly prepared before you set off.
You need to take extra care on this expedition. I've compiled some intel on the Xianzhou for you. I hope it comes in useful.
This time you'll get the chance to witness Welt in action. I'm glad he's going with you. You could say he keeps his cards close to his chest. If you ask him, he'll just tell you about how he worked in animation. But that's only a small part of his story. Believe me when I say he has more experience than I do.
All this universe, and we just happened to bump into a Xianzhou ship that Don Hung spent time on? Oh, that's gotta be fate. I wonder what Don Hung's stories await us. That guy sure has a mysterious past. We gotta take this opportunity on the Luofu to dig into it. Fine, you're right. Well, in that case, we'll just have to take loads of selfies till he gets super jealous.
I wonder if she even remembers we've got a job to do down there.
Have a safe trip, you guys! Pom-Pom's too busy. Looking after the Express is a full-time job. Don't worry about me. I'm just happy you're enjoying the journey.
Pom Pom still seems a little sad.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider and a lot to doubt. But the most important part of this expedition is precisely. The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the Xianzhou is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist the Xianzhou and eliminate the source of disaster. Always keep that in mind, and don't forget the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, look! It's just containers as far as the eye can see. This area isn't for receiving guests, it's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps. Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
Are you forgetting we've got Mr. Yang with us? Oh, right. You haven't seen what he can do yet.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.
Up ahead.
You're hurt, son. Try not to talk. March, use your six-phased ice to stop the bleeding. Go easy. We don't want to add frostbite to his list of complaints.
I'm on it.
This area saw fierce fighting only recently. Let's keep searching. There might be other survivors.
There are wounded everywhere.
The silver lining is that, based on what we can see, no civilians were caught up in the battle. I'm guessing the Xianzhou must have evacuated the port immediately, leaving the soldiers to deal with the crisis. But as for these corroded monsters... Careful. We've never seen this kind of life form before.
among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time for a buzz.
This is double speed.
I'm behind.
Time for a buzz.
Stand down. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nap time. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. A sharp scythe needs targets.
Miss Tingyun, fall back!
Hey, you there! We need your help! Thanks for saving Beauty from the beast.
Pleasure. But are you thanking us or giving yourself a compliment? Time for a buzz.
Time for some hardship.
Naughty child. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Thanks.
This combat needs optimizing.
This is double speed. I'll end your misery. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Can I have fun this time?
Let's begin.
Nap time.
Miss Tingyun, the Mara struck have been repelled, but there could be other dangers nearby. The situation is serious. Allow us to escort you back to the Skyfaring Commission. Immediately.
Calm down, I heard you. It'd be rude of me to depart without thanking our benefactors. My name is Ting Yun. I'm the ambassador for the Loufu Skyfaring Commission Merchant Guild. May I venture to know the illustrious names of my heroes?
Illustrious names? Sure. I'm March 7th. This is Mr. Yang. Oh, Mr. Welt Yang. And this is...
I see. Well, thank you for coming to our aid. Although, there is one thing I don't understand. Starskiff Haven is under lockdown. Since none of you are Xianzhou residents, may I ask how you came to be here? If you can't offer an explanation, I'm afraid these Cloud Knights will have to escort you out.
We called for port transfer and got no response, but then someone opened the Jade Gate for us. When we arrived, there was no one to be found, so we started to make our own way through.
How can that be? My ship was the last one into port before the Jade Gate was shut. The Skyfaring Commission has already locked down Starskiff Haven entirely.
We're telling the truth. You could verify it yourself by checking the access history of the Jade Gate. We found it strange ourselves when the gate opened, but no one came to greet us.
You're with the Astral Express.
You've heard of us?
Indeed I have. Oh, you've arrived at a bad time. The Xianzhou has suffered an incident. Whether you're here for leisure, treatment, or trade, I'm afraid you won't be able to go through with it. For your safety, you should hurry to Central Starskiff Haven and take refuge. I'll take you to Madame Yukong of the Skyfaring Commission and let her decide how to proceed.
We caught wind of the incident you mentioned. That's why we're here, Miss Tingyun, to help the Xianzhou seal the Stellaron.
Your actions have already revealed your kind hearts to me. Sadly, I can't make you any promises. You're outsiders, and only Madame Yukong has the authority to consider your offer. Oh, don't worry. Madame Yukong is kind-hearted too. Come on now, I'll lead the way.
Those monsters back there.
They were no monsters.
Why have we stopped?
Don't worry, miss. I have a favor to ask, that's all.
Favor? Count me out. What if we do it wrong and you get your cloud cronies to throw us in jail?
I shouldn't have doubted you. Please accept my apologies. Our road ahead is barricaded. Do you see? The soldiers stationed here must have moved these into a roadblock. I'd like to see us try. They're extremely heavy. Even with all of us, we wouldn't be able to move one. Not that I'm doubting your skill, but I'd feel terrible if you hurt yourself in the process. If I'm not mistaken, the containers in the Trove of Verdure can be moved around using a control panel. You've already put on quite the show. Do you think you'll be able to find and operate the control panel? Should be simple, right? I knew it! This will be a breeze for you. We just need to pass through here, take the barge to Starskiff Haven, and we'll be safe.
You know, you sound sweet enough, but you were talking about getting us escorted away by your Cloud Knights. If it weren't for Mr. Yang...
You misunderstand. If you were in my shoes right now, wouldn't you want to keep your guard up? You mentioned the Stellaron.
You work for the Skyfaring Commission, so I assume you're aware of its destructive power.
Yes, I am. As an Amicassator, I've been to many planets and seen my fair share of Stellaron corrosion.
Get ready, and watch your backs.
Leave it to me!
Great.
Time for a buzz.
Time for a shot.
Mortality means forever.
Time for a buzz.
Naughty child.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Now, what a headache. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
This combat needs
This is double speed.
You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Oh, almost on the way. Oh, my beautiful tail. We had a difficult start, but things got easier. Look, that's the barge I was talking about. Don't fret. All ambassadors know their way around a star skiff.
I was perfectly calm until she volunteered to help.
Please take your seats, everyone. We'll be off right away. On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, allow me to welcome you to Starskiff Haven. On the Xianzhou Loufu, anything relating to aviation, navigation, and trade falls within the scope of the Skyfaring Commission, which is one of the 6 commissions of the Loufu. As the biggest port on the ship, Starskiff Haven is governed by the Skyfaring Commission too.
You definitely sound like a... what was it again? Oh, Hammy Cassiter. By which I mean nice speech.
That's too kind of you. My job involves ferrying business delegates to and from Starskiff Haven, so I do this kind of introduction all the time. Anyway, we're safe now. Normally I'd be a good host and take you around, but these are difficult times. Let's head to the Palace of Astrum first and report your arrival to Madame Yukong.
Palace of Astrum?
Right there, the tallest building in the city. It's also the headquarters of the Skyfaring Commission. Let's hurry, we haven't got much time. I don't mean to rush you, but if Madame Yukong holds me accountable for not getting you over soon enough, I wouldn't want to be around for the consequences.
Sounds scary. I thought you said she was kind-hearted.
We need to make a few preparations before paying a visit to any of the 6 commissions. Rest assured, Miss Tingyun, we won't go anywhere. If you could inform Madame Yukong of our arrival first, we'll meet you at the palace entrance later.
Very well.
Little Miss Fox moves at quite the pace. I can't keep up with her. I've spent too long on the bench. Let's catch our breath for a while, huh? We can expect a packed schedule ahead. It'll be all right. We're not trying to stand in her way. We have nothing to hide from her.
We didn't have anything to hide in Bellabog either.
That might be a little harsh, but she does put her own interests first. She did the right thing by not trusting us initially. We were an unknown quantity to her. As for the rush, my guess is she's just eager to get us out of her hair and further up the chain. Not so fast. I need to give you 2 a heads up first. Our meeting with Madame Yukong won't be without risk. We need to be prepared and take it seriously.
She is a top Xianzhou leader. Oh, Mr. Yang, do you think this could be Bellabog all over again?
No, the Xianzhou Alliance is better than that. But Madame Yukong will definitely have a string of difficult questions for us. Why did we choose to come to the Xianzhou now? How did we know that the incident is related to a Stellaron? Who leaked their information to us? Careless answers mean distrust and potential hostility, which would make things much harder for us.
Huh, crud. One of us is gonna blurt something out, or get something wrong, I just know it. Good idea. We can be his cheerleaders in the background.
Let's not do that. Don't worry, we'll find a way through. Let me do the talking.
Oh, you're here already. Sorry to keep you waiting. Madame Yukong is expecting you.
Are you not coming?
I've brought the Madame Helmmaster up to speed. It's over to you now.
Yes, madam.
Report the losses to General Jing Yuan and find someone from the Divination Commission. I can't just stand there watching while we deal with this mess. Greetings, guests from the Astral Express. Ting Yun has informed me of the purpose of your visit. Receiving guests isn't normally one of my responsibilities. But since you know about the Stellaron and have stated that you want to help the Loufu, I thought I should at least meet you in person and politely decline your proposal. The Xianzhou Alliance knows what a Stellaron is, and is more than capable of handling it ourselves. We have been around for over 8,000 years, and weathered countless dangers and crises. While the situation is serious, we have more than enough resources to spare. Outsider help is not needed on this occasion. You are guests from afar. There is no reason for this matter to concern you. Am I making myself clear?
From what we've gathered, the influence of the Stellaron can still be contained. If we can locate it in time and contain it, it's possible that we can restore any space and any individuals affected by the corrosion. We have experience in preventing Stellaron disasters, and we've only come here to lend you that experience.
I've said this and I'll say it again. This is an internal affair of the Xianzhou Alliance, and there is no need for the Astral Express to get involved. I decided to arrange a meeting with you as a gesture of respect, but my decision is final.
But...
Never mind, Mr. Yang. If the Xianzhou Alliance say they can handle it, then we're wasting our breath. Let's go.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
It's only been a few days since the presence of a Stellaron was detected on the Loufu. Starskiff Haven has been under full lockdown. No one has been permitted to leave. How did you come to know of the incident? And what led you to conclude that it was linked to a Stellaron? I acquired the access history of Starskiff Haven. Not long ago, someone hacked into the system and opened the Jade Gate, before guiding you, the Astral Express, into our territory. The hacker was skillful and even taunted us with her seal. Her name is Silverwolf, a member of the Stellaron Hunters. What say you in your defense? You are forbidden from leaving the Skyfaring Commission until the aforementioned questions have been investigated.
Don't be too harsh, Yukong. If this gets out, the whole galaxy will think the Alliance has forgotten how to treat our guests.
General Jing Yuan.
It's very unlikely that the Express has joined forces with the Stellaron Hunters. They are mortal enemies, after all. Apologies for interrupting your meeting. My name is Jing Yuan. I'm the General of the Cloud Knights here on the Loufu.
General, this is an internal affair for the Loufu.
I fully agree with you, Helmmaster Yukong. This is indeed an internal affair. I am sorry, guests of the Astral Express. It is true that there is a Stellaron on the Loufu, but I'm afraid I cannot accept your kind offer to help resolve the issue. This is a Xianzhou matter, and it is our responsibility to handle it. Of course, it would be inappropriate of me to let you return without something to show for it. While I cannot accept your help with regard to the Stellaron, I do have a favor to ask. Please, after you. The Astral Express. I must confess that the train's reputation precedes it, such that it is often close to my thoughts. How delightful to come face to face with its passengers.
It's an honor to meet you, General. May I ask what the favor you spoke of is?
A matter that requires capable people such as yourselves. We captured a member of the Stellaron Hunters a few days ago, who goes by the name of Blade. During our investigation, the Divination Commission, the department in charge of intelligence processing, intercepted a transmission sent out by his accomplice, Kafka, who has managed to hide aboard the ship. As for where that transmission was destined, I have some knowledge of your relationship with the Stellaron Hunters. The Divination Commission is convinced that you made an alliance with them. I say that's impossible. The crew of the Astral Express are honorable people whose valiant deeds are lauded across the universe. There must have been a misunderstanding. As such, I came to the conclusion that the communication must have been an attempt by the Stellaron Hunters to sow dissent between us. We can handle the Stellaron, but it will take time and will require the bulk of the Cloud Knights on the ship. It is this Kafka that concerns me. The longer she stays on the ship, the bigger the threat she will pose. Since the Stellaron Hunters lured you to our ship, we shall move with the current. You are hereby authorized to do as you deem fit on the Loufu, with the goal of bringing Kafka out of the shadows and under our control. Doing so would clear the misunderstanding between us, reveal the true intentions of the Stellaron Hunters, and help us understand their connection to the Stellaron Burst. What say you, my astral guests?
What do you think?
Of course you do. You can be strangers and simply walk away. But I feel you wish to help the Xianzhou. The Loufu never fails to reward that which is given.
Okay.
Wonderful. It's a deal then. I shall notify Yukong that all intel is to be shared with you, and that our best personnel are to aid you in your search. If there's anything the Skyfaring Commission or the Cloud Knights can do for you during your stay, don't hesitate to make it known. I've heard of you. The Alliance is very interested in the Astral Express. Blade is wanted by both the Corporation and the Alliance. I'm afraid I cannot comment on his file. There are 5 known members of the Stellaron Hunters. Elio is their leader, but always stays behind the scenes. Most of the operations are led by Kafka. Had the Divination Commission not intercepted her encrypted transmission, she would have remained undetected for much longer. Bring her to us. Ordinary means may prove futile when it comes to this individual. But the Divination Commission has ways of... Don't misunderstand me. The Xianzhou does not engage in torture. Retrieving intel does not necessarily involve the use of violence. In any case, you can deliver her directly to us. Once we learn something, I will share every piece of information with you. If things go as planned, I would love to find the time to sit with all of you and hear about your experiences among the stars. My responsibilities to the Xianzhou have meant that I haven't had the chance to travel in many years. We had heard nothing of the Express for a long time. It is heartening to learn of its continued journey along that starward track. I have other matters to attend to. Goodbye for now.
Seeing as the General gave the order, the Skyfaring Commission will lend you our full support. The Stellaron Hunter investigation is in your hands now. I'll issue you a pass so you can access the facilities around Starskiff Haven. As for personnel, the skyports are currently all under maintenance, so we're thinly stretched. What I can do is send Tingyun as your guide. She'll take care of you during your stay.
I think we only scratched the surface of this General Jing Yuan. I don't know about strange, but my gut tells me something is off. That's it. A minor detail, but curious. He avoided talking about Blade. Since the Cloud Knights have already captured a Stellaron Hunter, why not use him to get to Kafka? Why rely on us? The Xianzhou is reluctant to involve outsiders in the Stellaron disaster, so why is it so keen on letting us capture a Stellaron Hunter? Yes. The only sensible conclusion I can draw is that Blade had already escaped when Jing Yuan spoke to us, provided they even captured him in the first place. Therefore, given our connection to Kafka, we represent the only way of luring the Stellaron Hunters in. That's why he asked for our help. He didn't want to let anyone else find out that Blade had already escaped. Now that we've figured that out, perhaps we can get closer to the core of what's happening here.
Master Diviner, you heard our discussion. What do you make of it?
What do I make of it? The way of heaven is apparent, but the heart of humanity is often deceptive. Are you asking me to divine their true intentions?
That won't be necessary. The crew has nothing to do with the incident, of that I am almost certain. It isn't their intentions that trouble me. All I want is for them to lure out the one we're after.
Wasn't that my idea, General?
Indeed. Your counsel has always been a great help to me. You may use your discretion on the matters ahead of us.
Why don't you retire early and I use my discretion full time?
It is still too soon, unfortunately. If something goes wrong, you'll need a general to take the blame. How could I simply walk away and put you at such risk?
If you'd brought me that blade earlier, none of this would have been necessary. Wait, what are you up to exactly? Xingyuan, did you let him escape on purpose?
Me? I had no idea he might escape. Unlike you, my gaze never travels beyond the horizon. I take full responsibility. The Cloud Knights failed in their duty.
I can understand. There's a lot to take care of on the Xianzhou. You were bound to miss something. Thank goodness I'm here. On that note, perhaps it's about time you finally nominate me as your successor when the 6 charioteers next convene.
Yes. I have to go now. I'll leave this in your overwhelmingly capable hands, Fu Shen. There are 3 things in the world that I can't seem to rid myself of. The troubles of the Xianzhou, the papers on my desk, and the weeds in my garden.
General, Diviner Fu wants the General's position for herself. Everyone knows that.
She is very capable, but her intellect is burdened by a quick temper. I'll retire when she's achieved a better balance.
This Stellaron thing is easy. Blade escaped. Now we gotta go get him. Just say the word, and I'll solve this in a flash.
I can understand your impatience, and I know you want to prove yourself. Now is not the time. If you truly wish to become sword champion, you shouldn't be running around brandishing your sword at people, especially not a major criminal.
You think I'd lose to Blade?
I'm saying you need to have patience, Yanqing. Governing Xianzhou is different from a sword fight. The only way to build momentum is to work slowly. Besides, we still don't know who's really moving the chess pieces. There is something we must take care of before making our next move. As long as it remains unresolved, we're at a stalemate. That something is the Stellaron. How did it manage to bypass the Skyfaring Commission's inspections and the Divination Commission's predictions? Where is it now?
I say we bring those 2 Stellaron hunters before Diviner Fu. She'll get an answer out of them in no time.
I've asked our friends from the Express to take care of that for us. Worry not, you'll have your moment when the current stalemate is broken. You are my most trusted aide, and there are some things that I would only assign to you. Speaking of which, Yanqing... that boy... I suppose it is my fault. I should have given him an opportunity already. A sharp sword can't stay sheathed forever. My fear is that this might prove too big a setback. Bigger than his exuberance.
Yukong has asked me to look after you. Seems like we were destined to be in each other's company. The Skyfaring Commission has reserved rooms for you at the Petrichor Inn. When you finish your business here, how about some tea together? Not at all. Though I'd appreciate it if you mentioned to Madame Yukong that you got a warm reception from me when you next see her. Better to be busy than idle, I suppose.
Well, here we are. I feel sleepy already. Oh, what? But we've done a whole day's work. What's the sun playing at? It felt like we spent the whole day in the Palace of Astrum. Jokes aside, did you see Madame Yukong frown at us? I thought her guards were about to jump out of nowhere and throw us in jail. I'd rather deal with monsters than these big shots. I mean, not that Madame Yukong doesn't have her merits.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed. But as her subordinate, I have to say that it's Madame Yukong's duty to keep her guard up. The Loufu is facing a crisis, and as head of the Skyfaring Commission, she is responsible for the security of the Xianzhou's customs and borders. She's actually a very reasonable old girl in private. They say that many years ago, Madame Yukong was an ace pilot in the Cloud Knights. She was a work hard, play harder type, known for her hot temper and incredible skill. Eventually, she became the head of the entire commission, which required her to learn patience and adopt a meticulous approach to her work. In any case, Madame Yukong instructed me to reserve the best rooms at the inn and have all your expenses covered. She wants to extend the full courtesy of the Xianzhou so that all of you enjoy your stay to the fullest. She specifically mentioned that if you wish to buy anything at the inn, be it food or otherwise, just let the innkeeper know. The commission will cover the cost.
Why don't you go back yourself? Seeing as our hosts are so thoughtful, I guess we should help ourselves. Right, Mr. Yang?
We should focus on our objective first. Seeing as Helmmaster Yukong was extremely reluctant to get us involved, am I right to speculate that the Skyfaring Commission has some leads on the whereabouts of Kafka?
Exactly right. The suspect is extremely cunning. She encrypted her transmission and timed her communication. We couldn't pinpoint her exact location. But as cunning as she is, the Divination Commission has managed to find something.
Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
Precisely. That's the sound of a device.
Which means what exactly? This is a starship. There are all kinds of devices making weird noises.
Miss March, to the untrained ear, these noises may sound the same, but for the craftsmen of the Artisanship Commission, every machine has a different pitch and melody. The General sent for craftsmen, and they concluded that the sound came from the shipyard facilities in Stargazer Navalia. Now, Get some rest and prepare yourselves for the operation ahead. I look forward to seeing you in action.
Let's take advantage of the rest. It won't be easy to track down Kafka the Stellaron Hunter.
Oh, let's let the Express know how we're doing. More importantly, let's see how Dan Heng's doing. Ask him what he's up to. Then tell him we're having loads of fun.
You've been standing here for half an hour. It's rare to see you like this. Are you worried about those two? Welt is with them. They should be fine.
Himiko, did you keep a copy of the Stellaron Hunter's transmission? Can I have a look?
Sure.
Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Loufu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron Hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible.
Stop!
Do you know him?
The Xianzhou is in danger. This man, If he's on the ship, then Welt, March, and him. Everyone is in grave danger. But...
Is he connected to that past you want to escape?
I can't leave them down there. It's just... I'm afraid my burden has finally caught up with me. And that everyone is about to be drawn in.
Is there anyone who doesn't carry around a past burden? She may not remember it, but even a girl as carefree as March has hers. We tread on a path that is hidden from us. The things we see and the trails we blaze all become our baggage. They weigh us down, but they also give us strength to continue the journey. Try not to dwell on it, Dan Heng. The Express spends 7 standard days at each stop. Its passengers are allowed to do as they deem fit during that time. Pom-Pom and I are more than capable of looking after the Express. If there's something you've got to do it now. Better than regretting it further down the line. And you'll come back and travel with us once this is all over, right?
Can't send the message out. The network is down. But some functions still work? Virtually nothing has changed since I left. Apart from darkness, this place is all that I remember of the Loufu.
Stay where you are. I can handle this. Emergencies should be dealt with by professionals.
I've no interest in conflict. Fighting is meaningless. You're hurt.
It's okay. This one's strong, all right? You're not going anywhere.
Merciful Medicus!
I've no interest in conflict.
With you two risking your lives for me, could I really stay where I am?
Immortality means forever.
Move carefully.
You! Eternals, the dead return!
Take this! Rise, Venus! Want to see what I can do?
Receive divinity.
Don't worry about me.
Repay.
Secret of the saints.
Don't your hands hurt?
I'll...
Don't your hands hurt?
Fighting is meaningless. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
No more playing nice. Dodge this! Are you two okay? Good. I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights. I was just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I did tell you to let me handle it. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. What if I accidentally hit you?
Forgive me, miss, but you were too busy being hit yourself. It's a good thing I joined the fray.
I was protecting you more like. It's a Cloud Knight's job to protect others. And this area is under martial law. I'm escorting all civilians to safety. Follow me. That was some impressive Cloud Knight spearmanship. Which unit are you from? Huh. Okay, you're a civilian then. Come with me.
Miss Sushang, what exactly has transpired here? In all my trade visits, I've never seen Starskiff Haven in such a state.
I can't comment on that. I was just ordered to rescue the civilians. Actually, I have no idea either. Anyway, you two just need to come with me. Hey, you're pretty quiet. What's your name? I've got forms to fill out. Can't put your name down as blank.
My name is Dan Hung. I'm a traveler. I'm on my way to meet up with my friends. I appreciate the help, but I can leave the port on my own.
No can do, mister. It's way too late. You won't find anyone at Starskiff Haven. If your friends made it out, then they'll already be in the safe zone. No need to worry. You'll see them when we get there.
Aren't you going to take my name too, miss?
You already said it when we were busy fighting. Something. Lo Cha! Is that right? I remember it. Let's go. Stay close, you two. Cloud Knight Sushang will guarantee your safety. Oh, one more thing. I need you to write your names down later. I don't know too many characters. I might make a mistake.
Message not sent? Why not?
Long-range communication technology is still improving. Perhaps the presence of the Stellaron is affecting signal transmission.
Doesn't seem like it. Everything else is working fine. See?
In that case, it looks like someone wants to make things difficult for us. Since Kafka's here, I wouldn't be surprised if this turns out to be that Stellaron Hunter hacker girl's handiwork.
Think you get away with your crime by pretending to be a waiter?
Oh, you've arrived. No, only an extra couple of hours. Stargazer Navalia is governed by the Artisanship Commission. It took me a while to sort out our paperwork. I got a sense of the situation on my way back. Just like at Cloudford, Stargazer Navalia's Meridian Pin has malfunctioned. The checkpoint there is abandoned, and the garrison is scrambling to locate the Stellaron. With monsters wreaking havoc and the night scattered, Stargazer Navalia has become a perfect place for the suspect to hide out.
So we've got a bunch of monsters to deal with, an IPC Most Wanted Stellaron Hunter to catch, and we have to do all that on our own without reinforcements? Fair enough. This isn't our first rodeo. That's the trailblazing life for ya.
I wouldn't say you're entirely on your own. When you're ready, let's get going. Shall we, my benefactors? Now what's a hunt without a hound? Kafka is still at large, and the Skyfaring Commission wants this problem to go away. I made a few calls and managed to procure this from the Artisanship Commission, perfect for hunting down suspects.
Aw, he's so cute! I mean, what can he do exactly? Are we gonna set him loose on Kafka?
Yes and no. This is D-Ting, a bionic dog developed by the Artisanship Commission. He has all the 5 senses of the Foxian race and takes them to another level. Be it tracks or scent, as long as he uncovers a trace, he'll follow it all the way to the end. All we need to do is look for any trace left by Kafka. It doesn't matter how good she is at hiding, D-Ting will find her. But before we get started, let's play with his settings a bit and get him ready. To begin with, let's set him to scent detection mode. Tell D-Ting to follow the scent of my perfume and see what he can do.
We need to follow these sparkly traces to find Miss Ting Yoon, right? She's not in a hurry, that's for sure. Playing hide and seek with the traces. Where did they go? Is D-Ting malfunctioning? Got it. He says the wind is too strong here at the port, so it's not easy to follow the scent. That's just the psychic bond between cute girls and cute puppies.
Using the environment to hide her traces. Our girl from the Skyfaring Commission sure knows how to put up a challenge. Let's look around and see if we can find any other clues.
Or we could ask around? Look how busy this place is. Someone must have seen Miss Ting Yoon. That's not cheating, right? We're just collecting intel. Excuse me, any chance you saw a Foxian lady pass by?
Oh, that's a heck of a question, miss. I'd say nearly 1 in every 2 people passing through Starskip Haven is Foxian. We might have seen the lady you're looking for, but we wouldn't have batted an eyelid.
He's not lying. Still, if you, describe her a little, maybe it'll jog our memory.
Pretty? Well, that's too generic for a Foxian. Even if you don't count the ladies, there are plenty of gents that fit that description like a glove.
As tedious as it is, I'm afraid you'll have to, describe her in more detail. Please don't say 2 ears, 1 tail.
I can put my hand on my heart and say I remember this fine lady.
Nonsense! I've been stood next to you this whole time, and I don't remember anyone like her.
Well, I may not have seen her in person, but her beauty feels like a long-lost acquaintance. How wonderful to be reunited with her after so long.
Oh, dear, I'm sorry. My friend here appears to have, lost touch with reality.
Are you two professional time wasters or something?
Please accept our apologies. Me and my partner do double-act comedy in the Sleepless Earl. The tea house round the corner. As you can probably guess, with all these curfews and lockdowns, we've hardly had an audience the past few days. We figured we'd find a spot on the street and do some rehearsal, just to stop us getting rusty.
Then you guys swung by asking for this Foxian lady, so we thought we'd give you a little bit of improv. Free of charge, I might add.
Stay calm, stay calm. I did see the girl you're looking for. She took a turn from here into Star Watcher Avenue. I'd suggest you head over that way. She might still be there.
I find it hard to trust anything you've just said. Must have left us these clues, right?
Deeding should be able to pick up her traces now.
You found me. Deeting's quite handy when it comes to tracking, isn't he? If you pick up traces of Kafka in Stargazer Navalia, just switch him on. Don't let her escape. Who'd have thought that Stargazer Navalia might become so quiet? Long were the nights when the clangor of hammers rose to meet the stars. People used to write poems about the shipwrights here. The Loufu relies on the starskiffs produced here to transport people and goods. Now that work in the shipyard has stopped, our internal transport and outbound flights might also grind to a halt. Of course. The silver lining is, I don't have to go on as many trips anymore.
You don't seem to worry too much about the Xianzhou, Miss Ting Yun.
I wouldn't say that. A good businesswoman doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. Besides, the Alliance has weathered plenty of challenges. We can handle this situation. Just to warn you, if we do run into Kafka, you'll have to do the fighting benefactors. I'd love to help, but there's very little I can do except cheer you on from the sidelines. Playing the Madame Yukong card, are we? That's not very heroic now, is it? Besides, the Madam Helmmaster simply asked me to assist you in navigating around Starskiff Haven. It's no different to any other diplomatic mission or delegate reception. I was never much of a fighter, and I'm not one for risking my life either. Getting Deeting into your hands is already beyond the realm of my job description.
I'll definitely be putting in a few words next time we meet Yukong.
Understood. We won't put you out of your comfort zone, Miss Tingyun. When we run into Kafka, we'll do the fighting, and the capturing, for that matter. Thank you for showing us the way.
Before D-Ting can start tracking, you'll have to feed him some leads. If Kafka is hiding in Stargazer Navalia, she'll have left behind traces. Let's spread out and look for them. Leave no stone unturned. Shards of a Cloud Knight's weapon. Something really sharp caused this.
It must have been Kafka. She's got a scary sword. Is that a grenade? What's that on the side? It's lipstick. A small something for the lost. She's clearly taunting us. What's this?
A jade seal used by the shipwrights. It opens various passages. It looks like someone used it and then destroyed it. Possibly Kafka?
We should have enough clues here to get D-Ting on the move.
No time to lose. Let's...
I think we've rounded up all our suspicious clues. But did Kafka leave them behind on accident? Or on purpose?
She sure did put a lot of work into this gag, and I think we're the punchline. Making us run around like jerks? I bet she's loving this. I can almost hear her whispering, "Come and get me."
Don't forget, she's on the IPC's most wanted list. A fugitive that nobody can seem to pin down. And now we've become her prey while she stalks us in the shadows. Let's go, benefactors. Time is of the essence. We must be close. Where did it go?
When the trace of the hunted disappears, the hunter better think twice. It might mean the tables have turned.
Kafka!
These Cloud Knights aren't Mara-struck. What did you do to them?
Just a little persuasion to get them to listen to me. But you know all about that already, don't you? What a hassle. This place is too far for the diviner. See you up ahead.
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Leave it to me.
That'll take more. What a headache. Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Time for some
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Let's begin.
Nap time. I'll end your misery. More enemies. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Good as new.
Quick! Don't let her escape!
March, not so fast!
So close and yet so far. You'll have to pick up the pace.
There's no way through here. We need to think of a way to cut her off.
Don't worry about locked doors, benefactors. We can use the conveyor belts.
Welcome, Astral Expressors. Looks like you caught me.
Admit it, Kafka. You planned for us to come here.
I didn't plan anything. It was the future. We interfere on countless future possibilities and make the best future a reality. You speak too highly of us, Welt. The Stellaron Hunters are merely Destiny's slaves.
Best future? Best for who? As if you'd consider anyone but yourself.
If I said best for the universe, would you believe me? Best for me, naturally.
We're taking you to see the General of the Loufu. You can profess your innocence all you like, but the General will decide your fate.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. I can't stand moving at someone else's pace. We don't have much time. If I were you, I'd make a move before it's too late.
Ready? I'm okay.
Feeling a little dizzy?
Don't mess with me!
Let's begin. You know nothing of the way. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
That's better. Good as new.
Something for everybody.
Not so fast. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Thanks! Who's next? This combat needs This is double speed. Time for a buzz.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time for a shot. Nap time. Zoning out. I can help. Oops. That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. What a headache.
Let's begin.
Naughty child. Thanks.
That won't stop.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Finally.
Rudimentary. Your every move has been foreseen by the Omniscia. Fuxuan, Divination Commission. I'll be taking the criminal from here. Greetings, crew of the Astral Express. This is our first encounter. Though given that I have encountered you in foresight, perhaps I should say the second. I am Fuxuan, Master Diviner at the Divination Commission and one of the 6 charioteers. Far-flung friends ought to be received with fine wine. But alas, the heavens, earth, and body are not aligned for such an occasion. You'll allow for a postponement of the usual formalities, I trust? We should begin with the matter at hand.
What the actual heck is she saying?
if my speech is offensive to you, you need but say.
We received an assignment from General Jing Yuan to arrest the Stellaron Hunter. Thank you, Diviner, for coming to our aid, but we must escort the fugitive to the General.
Essential. I hold a proclamation from the General here if you care to see. Upon detaining the Stellaron Hunter, questioning and all further arrangements are to be undertaken by the Divination Commission.
Did the General just spare us a walk with Kafka? I knew he was a good guy.
Understood. However, the General promised that all intel would be shared with us. We have a right to know anything that Kafka divulges.
Oh? That guy. Can I go one day without him throwing me under the...
We won't make things any more complicated than they need to be. We just want to listen in on the questioning.
Very well. Urgency demands fluidity. The three of you shall accompany me to the Divination Commission.
Can't we do the questioning here? The Stellaron Hunters are slippery. What if she makes a break for it?
While I am here, she will not escape. Only the Divination Commission has the methods to make her talk and bring the truth to light. The time has arrived. We must depart. Please proceed.
Let's disembark here, benefactors.
I may live in relative seclusion, but I can recognize my own territory. Why did you bring us here? Does this look like the Divination Commission to you?
No need to yell, Master Diviner. The Meridian Pin is malfunctioning, and I couldn't find the entrance to the delve. I wanted to get us straight to our destination, but this is the only place I could dock the star skiff. Look, Exalting Sanctum. This is a safe place. Let's just walk the rest of the way from here.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the Martian water trigrams. The vessel is stranded and the way is blocked.
I heard the Xianzhou can tell your fortune. Is that how they do it? Anyone can count on their fingers. Yeah. So I'm a layman. Why don't you enlighten me, oh connoisseur?
I just performed some quick divination, and the hexagram is consistent with our current predicament. The star skiff cannot take us to the Divination Commission today. Alas, without me in charge to handle the Stellaron crisis, I dare not even imagine the kind of mess the Commission must be in.
It's true. The Divination Commission really can't go a single day without Lady Fu.
That's why you have to develop your talent pool. Otherwise, everything falls apart when you go on vacation.
Since you are clearly ignorant of the Commission's internal affairs, I shall absolve you of your ridiculous remarks. I'm going ahead to make some inquiries. Goodbye. The prisoner must follow me every step of the way. This is Jing Yuan's order.
You might not want to hear this, but your general gave us his word. We have to be present when you question Kafka.
You think too little of me. My word is my bond. I will stick to my promise even if this delve collapses. That's very unlikely, by the way. To have this prisoner speak, the Commission must resort to unconventional means, the nature of which is confidential and cannot be disclosed. Forgive me. But I can assure you that the questioning will not begin until you arrive, even if that means wasting precious time. I have appointed someone to wait for you in front of Exalting Sanctum Plaza. Once we've consolidated our internal affairs, you will be brought into the Divination Commission. Please be patient.
Okay. We trust you. I think I offended someone again. Hey, are you on her side? I just wanted to remind her not to break her promise, that's all.
Don't take it to heart, March. Miss Fushen seems like a reasonable lady. I'm sure she's not angry with you.
Really? I thought she was pretty icy. I don't know how to deal with people like that.
Okay, enough chit-chat. I reckon the Divination Commission could be a while. Let's take a look around.
Yeah! That star skiff was pretty cool. There must be loads of interesting things in Exalting Sanctum. That's the plaza. But I can't see anyone waiting for us.
What's going on with him?
What is that?
Everybody stay back! Give him this medicine and make him lie down! I mean, make them lie down!
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
That's better. Who's next? Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next?
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
That'll teach you a lesson. Ready to lie down now? Thanks for helping to stabilize the patients. Your assertive sedation techniques are quite effective. Assertive sedation techniques? Does she mean beating people up? However, these Cloud Knights were already sick, and now they're injured too. I've got to bandage up their wounds, realign their bones. Ugh, as if I didn't have enough on my plate. Where did you come from, little one? Is your dad around? I don't have a dad. What about your mom? I don't have a mom either. I get it. You think because I'm small, I must be a runaway child. Welcome to the Xianzhou, my short-lived outsider friends. Appearances can be deceiving here. The Vidyadhara race is self-reincarnating. No mom or dad required. I've been studying the art of healing ever since I cast off my old shell. You're looking at a recognized, practicing, dedicated doctor. Bellabog kids are making snowmen, while children here are writing prescriptions. Things haven't been very peaceful in the Loufu recently. Make sure you don't go running around, right? Well, your general gave us an errand, so I'm afraid we have to. Well, seeing as you saved me just now, if you're unlucky enough to acquire any breaks or sprains,
I'll treat you for free. As for medicine, I'll give you a 20% discount. Ha! Do you have any idea how many people in the Loufu are waiting for an appointment with me? You should count this as a blessing. If I hadn't left my purse at home, I wouldn't have to... Enough of that. I have patience to see.
Our little miracle worker seems very different from everyone else around. Don't you think, Mr. Yang?
So this is the Vidyadhara. I've only ever read about them. They're known as the Dragon Race. Not hard to see why.
Do you know how to fix a star skiff?
When it rains, it pours. The Artisanship Commission has its own issues. It sounds serious, too. Go and inform the Cloud Knights. See if you can... Oh, my apologies. I'm an orderly from the Realm Keeping Commission. Judging by your dress, you must be visitors to the Loufu. Sorry, the Xianzhou is currently caught in unusual circumstances, but the Cloud Knights will resolve the issues as soon as possible. For safety reasons, please stay in your residence and refrain from going out for the time being. If the port is still open, I would suggest you take a boat to Starskiff Haven right away. Though I heard the route may have been temporarily suspended. Oh, that reminds me. I have a friend with a star skiff and a travel permit. He could help you and your friends get over quickly. The price is fair and negotiable. What do you think? Well now, you must be quite special. Hey, don't spread this around, but this isn't some small-scale maintenance drill. The General has sent the Cloud Knights to check for hidden dangers. You may not need it right now, but if there's any help I can give you, come to me anytime.
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords Commission?
Do you know how to fix a star skiff?
That's the best I can do.
What's that supposed to mean? Doctors don't give up that easily.
What else am I supposed to do? The route back to the Alchemy Commission has disappeared, and we're in the field without the right medicine or supplies. Besides, we have no record of this disease at all. These symptoms are consistent with someone about to be stricken with Mara.
According to his medical record, this man is barely over 200 years old. He only just joined the Cloud Knights. How can he possibly be Mara-struck? Why don't you take another look? If it goes on like this, the judges of the Ten Lords Commission will have to come out and clean up this mess.
That was terrifying. Thank goodness the Vidyadhara Dragon Lady was saved.
Yes, that child's usually hidden away. What's she doing out here?
I heard the knights affected by the evil are going berserk.
Don't scare yourself. The Alchemy Commission's Dragon Lady can cure anything.
Everyone please remain calm. This is an announcement from the Realm Keeping Commission General Bureau. Exalting Sanctum is temporarily closing its borders and navigation routes. The details will be outlined in the official bulletin sent to your Jade Abacus soon. If you feel unwell, please report to the Realm Keeping Commission as soon as possible. We have doctors from the Alchemy Commission here who will see you free of charge. We will be distributing a bag of protein rice and emergency medicine to each of you. You can collect the supplies from me in person, or the Commission can deliver them to your door. I heard there's a problem with their Meridian Pin. Some diviners and stargazers managed to escape the delve. Many of them were terrified. They were muttering about plants and roots. Something terrible must have happened there. Do you have friends trapped in the delve? If you're worried about them, find a diviner and see if they can tell you what happened. Please register with your Jade Abacus bracelet. Oh, you must be an outsider. I see. Please, sign here. I want to say it's all in a day's work, but I've been here for 12 hours already. When will this end?
Excuse me, fella. Hold on a moment. It was only thanks to your help earlier that the Dragon Lady and those Exalting Sanctum residents got away unscathed. The Dragon Lady of the Alchemy Commission, Lady Bailu.
You mean the child? She's starting to sound like a big shot.
A friend in the Skyfaring Commission told me the General commissioned guests to deal with the troubles on the Loufu. You must be the guests. If you don't mind, I hope you can take the time to come to the Realm Keeping Commission. I'd like to talk to you about the issues Exalting Sanctum is currently facing. That's right. Forgive my forgetfulness. Glad you came. It's great to have one of the General's distinguished guests helping us out. My Realm Keeping Commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of them for rescuing her back in Exalting Sanctum Plaza. As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since the Stellaron incident occurred. Thanks to the Ten Lords Commission, being stricken with Mara had long since become a terrifying but avoidable fate for Xianzhou natives. The puzzling thing is that despite the Commission's protection, we're now seeing an increase. More and more citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Mara-struck have taken on a horrifying appearance, as if they're turning into some sort of monster. This certainly differs from what I thought I knew about the illness. That appears to be the case. No smoke without fire, as they say. Despite being just a servant of the Realm Keeping Commission, spending a considerable amount of time on the front lines has sharpened my senses to potential dangers. You're a capable person, and since the General entrusted you with locating the Stellaron, it's only a matter of time before you run into Mara-struck. If you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which, have you made any discoveries so far? I've read the letter. I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea how to handle this problem. It's beyond the Realm Keeping Commission's jurisdiction. I contacted the seat of Divine Foresight, which is overseen by the General. Allow me to introduce Madame Qingzhu, General Jing Yuan's chief counselor. I think it'll be easier if she explains the letter to you.
I read the letter you obtained from the Mara Struck. While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Mara Struck. Thanks to your efforts, we now have a lead. To an outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a chronic illness. However, what is actually being discussed is a violation of the 10 unpardonable sins. It's heresy. Correct. The term merciful medicus is one of respect, one that any law-abiding citizen of the Alliance would never dare utter. It refers to none other than the enemy of the people of the Xianzhou, the one we now call the Plague's author, the Eon of Abundance, Yao Shi. The author of this letter was likely the Mara-struck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext of being cured. You saw how he ended up. Such actions remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Xianzhou 1,000 years ago. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. They were disciples of the abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality by unearthing a forbidden remedial formula. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. The seat of Divine Foresight needs to learn all it can about this organization's status before the situation reaches a point of no return. If you come across any similar clues about the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and find me at the seat of Divine Foresight. These kinds of first-hand accounts are exactly what we require. Don't worry. The Seat of Divine Foresight always rewards those who contribute to our efforts. I recently received some intel. It seems that certain individuals are taking advantage of the current chaos to lure in Outworlders around Exalting Sanctum. Maybe you could start there? We sent an undercover investigator out a few months ago. They provided us with a rough idea of the situation. Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused. We lost contact with the agent. I suspect he was discovered. You are a fresh face in the Loufu, and an Outworlder. I would feel more at ease if I could leave this matter with you.
Drop by the Realm Keeping Commission if you need help.
I don't believe in...
Need your extractor cleaned or your starskip serviced?
Excuse me, guest from another world. Please spare me a moment of your time. Do you yearn for immortality? I understand. Eternal life is indeed a kind of power, wouldn't you say? Well, not much can be done for you then, brother. What a peculiar person you are. I'll tell it to you straight. To Outworlders, I offer the chance of immortality. But perhaps someone like you would be better off joining the Antimatter Legion. Regardless of what you choose, let's keep our voices down, eh? This isn't the kind of conversation you can have out in the open. Before you can grasp absolute power, you must yearn for immortality, don't you think? The problem is that the Xianzhou Alliance doesn't care one bit about the well-being of short-life species. They stubbornly blockade the glorious path to immortality. My name is Green Hibiscus. I came to Exalting Sanctum in hopes of a fated encounter with one such as yourself. One who is also on the road to immortality. What do you say? How about we find a more suitable spot to talk about all this? Let's make haste. There are too many people here to linger. Here we are. This is the place. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If it were so easy, we'd be a far larger group, and there'd be no need for secrecy. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I am a member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I was unable to expose my true identity in Exalting Sanctum, but now I can reveal everything. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is a devout group, holding firm in their belief that Merciful Medicus is the one ultimate faith. As followers, we refer to ourselves as disciples, dedicated to our cause. If you wish to gain the means to immortality, then you must become a disciple. But to become a disciple, you must first pass several small trials. Please excuse me. Our expansion has unfortunately attracted the attention of those devilish archer followers. If we are not careful, the consequences could be unthinkable. Only those led astray by followers of the devilish archer could despise Merciful Medicus. Sadly, there are many such people. Too many. Every species yearns for the favor and curing of Merciful Medicus, regardless of whether they have heard of the abundance or not. Foxians yearn to cure themselves of their 300-year lifespan. The Videodora yearn to cure themselves of the pain of reincarnation and lack of progeny. As for Xianzhou natives, they long to cure themselves of the torture of becoming Mara-struck. Of course, we know that this torture is rather a kind of blessed evolution. To return to your question, Sanctus Medicus can cure the aging that short-life species face, along with disease and death. Sanctus Medicus can do for you what they did for the Xianzhou natives. No need to be concerned about him. Much like yourself, he is here to undergo the trials. What you seek, you will surely find. Merciful Medicus is magnanimous. They do not lightly refuse a prayer. As such, the initiation trials for the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus are nothing arduous. All you must do is transcribe this copy of Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation 500 times by hand. This will allow your brothers and sisters to trust your faith, and you to become a disciple. This scripture is central to the disciples. You must maintain a pious heart during the transcription. It would be best if you could memorize the text. Of course, this is but the first trial. Once you have become a disciple, you will undergo numerous others. Don't worry. A traditional Xianzhou brush and inkstone has been prepared for you. Smooth action and an ergonomic design. I myself transcribed 50,000 copies with such instruments.
hiding? Get over here! Took you long enough. I know you. You're General Jing Yuan's honored guest. You're here undercover, right? So am I. You've got to believe me. I'm a Cloud Knight from the Exalting Sanctum Garrison. That green hibiscus has been sneaking around spreading heretical lies for a while now. That's why I'm here, to spy on him. They were suspicious of me as soon as I arrived. It took a lot of effort to make them believe I wanted to become a disciple. I have my reasoning. Cults like this want to recruit people with influence in law and order. I wanted them to know I was a Cloud Knight. Always know your enemy. Shh! Keep your voice down. These disciples don't miss much. If they discover us, we won't make it out of here. You can trust me with the transcription. I spent over 150 years pen pushing in the seat of divine foresight before I became a Cloud Knight. I could do this in my sleep. Listen carefully. I help you copy the text, you cover for me, and I get word out to the seat of divine foresight.
Your mind might have wandered, but that doesn't mean you can. Come back and finish the trial. Take your time, still your mind, and transcribe the text. Allow the beautiful enlightenment of thousand-handed, merciful Medicus's salvation to permeate your being. You're finished? So soon? Let me see. Yes, it would appear you are finished. A fast and accurate transcription. It seems you are destined for immortality. Calm yourself. The initiation is divided into 2 steps. You and the Cloud Knight have completed the first. Now, only the second remains.
Sure, but can it wait till tomorrow? I'm supposed to be on duty right now. They'll get suspicious if I don't head back soon.
No need to worry. The second step is extraordinarily simple. It'll all be over soon enough. The disciple's initiation is governed by the following principle. Never accept who you suspect, and never suspect who you accept. So, it's time for you two to battle it out. Whoever survives will officially become a disciple. There's nothing that can be done. I didn't write the rules. If you are unwilling to complete the initiation process, then we will have to ask that you keep our secrets hidden. Permanently.
Whoa. You're kidding, right? We came here to lengthen our lifespans, not shorten them! You can't just make us fight like this!
We aren't forcing you to fight. By all means, refuse if you wish. But we won't possibly be able to let either of you leave.
Fine. But at least let me prepare? I've never done anything like this before.
Very well. But you'll need to ask your opponent, too. Good. Then prepare yourselves. Time is precious. Make it quick.
Listen, I have an idea that will let you join the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and let me get the heck out of here in one piece. You and I fight, and I lose to you. I pretend that you finish me off. Then you pretend to help them remove my body by dragging me out of here. That way, we both accomplish our objectives. Oh, I've seen your skills. Please don't mess up and actually kill me. Good. I knew I could trust you. My life is in your hands.
So, have you prepared yourselves? Are you ready to fight? And you, Cloud Knight?
I'm ready.
Then, let's begin.
Well then, take this!
Time for a buzz. Nap time. Time for a buzz.
What magnificent skill! He was fierce, but no match for you. I'm glad you prevailed. That Cloud Knight waltzed straight up to us in uniform and asked if he could join. Hardly a convincing spectacle. I doubt I ever could have trusted him. Purple chrysanthemum, blue peach. Find somewhere to dispose of the body. Oh, you've dealt with this kind of thing before? A long-time associate, eh? You're well-connected, I see. This does have its advantages. Our brothers and sisters have been proselytizing in Exalting Sanctum over the last few days. We may have attracted the attention of the devils. Having you dispose of the Cloud Knight will be safer. As such, this can be your first mission as a disciple. You take an active approach to getting things done. I'll be sure to pass that on to my superiors. In any case, my hearty congratulations on your admission to the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. From now on, you will be known by the code name, Grey Peony. Well, Grey Peony, let's depart separately to avoid attracting attention. We'll rendezvous at a different location later. Until then.
I did a good job playing dead, didn't I? Those people are out of their minds. Watch your step next time you're around them. With your skills, you've got a better chance than most. I should report back to the Seat of Divine Foresight. Stay safe, friend.
Have you read the novel about the Ten Lords Commission?
Green Hibiscus agreed to meet me here, but there's no sight of him. What gives? There's a letter here. What's this on the envelope? Grey Peony? Ugh, this must be from Green Hibiscus. The disciples sure know how to keep a low profile. Looks like I'll need to help them complete this mission. If they're looking to intercept mail, I should probably start by searching near Exalting Sanctum's Psycrane stands. Not on this stand. Let's check a different one. I don't believe in ghosts.
Extractor cleaned or your star skip serviced?
What's written on this package? Seat of Divine Foresight, urgent? This is it. The mail the disciples want to intercept. Seems like it's encrypted somehow. Makes sense. This is critical intelligence after all. Let's see if I can crack the code. Code cracked. It's an internal order from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Judging from these urgent instructions, the disciples are aware of a Seat of Divine Foresight operation to infiltrate their ranks. No wonder Green Hibiscus was so eager to intercept this. I'll use my phone to make a copy, and then hand it over to Green Hibiscus.
Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony. Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal. No need for modesty. I've studied martial arts for years. I can tell how strong you are with just a glance. You seem like you've got it all figured out. What brings you to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Good. Life is a miracle and a blessing. Any futile attempt to forsake it is a disgraceful betrayal. You have been enlightened to the significance of immortality. You have already surpassed those shameful mortals. Here, take this prescription. Through this medicine, you will become like me. You will be able to break the shackles that the devilish archer author has used to chain your soul. You will gain unbridled power and freedom. The disciple responsible for creating medicinal pellets heard of your exploits. They prepared the prescription for you personally. Some of the ingredients can be purchased at an apothecary, but others will require you to come up with your own solution. Given your strength, that shouldn't pose a problem. Do Do you have any questions? I don't know. I've heard our members are in the tens of thousands. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has a flat organizational structure. The head of each area reports directly to the Master. I know nothing about what goes on elsewhere. The benefit is that even if our enemies were to wipe out the Exalting Sanctum branch, it wouldn't affect our brothers and sisters in other areas. That's sensitive information. I know who they are, but for their security, I can't reveal their identities. It's not that I doubt your loyalty, Grey Peony. It's like I said, security. The boss? You mean the Master? You'll meet them, but for now there's no rush. All in good time. Keep fulfilling your duties, as you have been. With your strength, you'll have an audience with the Master in no time. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I once worked alongside those devils. I trained in spear techniques for almost a century. I nearly became a Cloud Knight instructor. But I was trapped in a weak mortal shell. I was never able to surpass the final barrier that separated me from the martial arts geniuses. Fortunately, the draft of Draconic Surge, the prescription you hold in your hand, rescued me. Once I took that medicine, I became more powerful than any mortal could ever dream of. Now, everything has changed. Jersine and his pitiful spearmanship are no more. All that remains is a loyal disciple of Merciful Medicus. Wait. You recognize me? Where do you know me from? Your face changed when you heard my name.
Mav Moons, sir. We have a problem. I suspect this person may be the agent who's been looking for you.
Idiot! What kind of trials are you running? You let an agent infiltrate our ranks?
I couldn't have known, sir. I witnessed this person slay a Cloud Knight before my very eyes.
Detestable. The devilish archer-author allows these pitiful mortals to face death without fear. Self-sacrifice is their way of fooling us into opening our doors. Merciful Medicus has sharpened my senses. Nothing gets past me. A pathetic mortal like you could never understand. In that case, Divine Foresight Devil, it's time for you to meet your demise. Merciful Medicus!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Time for a buzz.
Stand down.
Nap time. This is double speed.
Secret of the saint.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Time for a buzz.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I'm violent.
A miracle.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
This is double speed. Nap time.
Who's next? Time for a buzz.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Disappear!
No mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress! You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable! Surrender, and I'll make it quick!
This is double speed. That's better. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
That hurt. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I'm okay.
A miracle!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Merciful Medicus!
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
That's better. This is double speed. Just a little something. Think nothing of
it. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Secret of the saints!
But I'm a... Who's next? Time for a buzz.
Beauty and suspense!
This is double speed.
A miracle!
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony. Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in Exalting Sanctum.
It seems you have some impressive skills in your arsenal.
What? How dare you?
Do you have any questions? I'm ashamed, but I was fortunately now. Wait. Idiot!
I
detest him. In that case, immortality means forever.
Time for a buzz.
Let's begin. No. Secret of the saints.
Mauve Moon, this is the reliable disciple I mentioned to you, Grey Peony. Grey Peony, this is Mauve Moon, the head of our operations in
Do you have any questions? I'm ashamed, but I'm fortunate now. Wait. Idiot!
I
detest. In that case.
Great. Who's next?
Immortality means forever.
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Let's begin.
Time for a shot.
Don't mess with me.
I'm fine. Secret of the stage.
Time for a buzz.
Thanks.
Can I have fun this time?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Good as new. This combat needs up. This is double speed.
So you are afraid of me. I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Oh, mercy of Sanctus Medicus! Grant me a body impervious to steel, the courage of 1,000 armies, a strength that 10,000 foes cannot suppress. You think you're a match for me, devil? Your death is inevitable. Surrender, and I'll make it quick. I'm a miracle.
Time for a buzz.
Time for some hardship.
This combat needs optima. This is double speed.
Stand down.
Naughty child. Good as new.
Who's next? I'll free you from your chain. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
What a headache.
Time for some hardship.
Time for a shot. Nap time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks.
Time for a buzz.
So you are. Who's next?
So Mauve Moon was the agent that Xianzhou lost contact with. He joined the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I should go to the seat of divine foresight and tell Xianzhou. I don't know if this mission was a success or a failure.
I'm glad to see you've returned in one piece. So, what happened? Did everything go as planned? Don't worry. Your operation was a success. Although your identity was ultimately exposed, you gained a wealth of invaluable intelligence. On top of that, you managed to get out without a scratch. I never imagined that Jersine would choose the path of evil. You did the right thing. I'm afraid this is how the Plague's author operates, using notions of power and life to draw countless people like Jersine away from bright futures, down a path of no return. You've managed to shine a light on the darkness of the enemy. With this intelligence, the seat of divine foresight will be able to improve its strategy. And for all your efforts, please accept this reward. Is there anything else you'd like to know about? the current state. I'm afraid we know next to nothing. We dispatched agents, but they were only able to linger on the edges of the organization. Your operation is the furthest anyone's managed to infiltrate. The Seed of Divine Foresight is still striving to answer one question. Is this but the resurgent shadow of an organization silenced 1,000 years ago? Or have they been lurking in the darkness all along? Whatever the case, this sudden reemergence hints at a hidden conspiracy. It's troubled me deeply over recent few months. It's hard to tell what all of this is building towards. Not at all. The Disciples' secret letter makes it sound as if we infiltrated their ranks in great numbers. The reality is that only a handful of agents have successfully slipped into the organization. And the majority of them lacked the strength you had to make it back unscathed after their identity was exposed. They didn't have the wisdom and good fortune to gain the organization's trust quickly. An agent can't actually consume those pellets of the Disciples. Doing so would mean the end of their life as they knew it. The point is, there hasn't been anyone like you who managed to delve into the group's core and obtain so much first-hand information. Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation is a manuscript transcribed from a sacred text. I don't know where the Disciples obtained it. It likely consists of fragments of banned works from the Befall era. As I see it, there isn't anything particularly alarming about the text. It recalls the acts of the Plague's author's warped creatures from an equally warped perspective. The scripture doesn't have the power to lead people astray. They do that to themselves. But it does feed lies and false hope. The prescription you acquired is beyond my knowledge. There are a few reliable alchemists that reside in Exalting Sanctum. I'd like to ask you to consult with them on the particulars of the prescription. This will allow the Seed of Divine Foresight to have a clear target for creating an antidote. Given that the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus has become aware of our operation, it's about time the Seed of Divine Foresight reeled in its net. If you turn up any details about the prescription, feel free to come back and find me anytime.
Why, hello there. Anything I can help you with? So, this is official Seed of Divine Foresight business, eh? Then I'll do everything I can to assist you. Let's take a look at this prescription you mentioned. If this request had come from anywhere else, it would have seemed like a joke. But the Seed of Divine Foresight only deals in the serious. I can't understand this prescription, and I imagine that other alchemists won't be able to make sense of it either. I recommend you go directly to the chief alchemist, Lady Dan Shu. Lady Dan Shu is renowned for her unique line of reasoning. She's proposed several prescriptions that would have been incomprehensible to us if she hadn't explained the pharmacology. Still, those same prescriptions have always been able to produce miraculous effects. Lady Dan Shu is a truly gifted alchemist. All the more amazing given her sightlessness, wouldn't you say? Lady Dan Shu likes to pass the time over at Sinwood Pavilion. I'm sure you'll run into her if you head that way.
I've been looking forward to meeting you. You have a very distinct scent. Losing one sense forces the other senses to become sharper. I heard from other alchemists you have a prescription you wish me to assess. Can you read it to me? Thank you. A strange and dangerous prescription, but I believe I understand the pharmacology. It involves drawing upon the strength of long scions to attain the power of ascension. The specifics, however, will require further investigation. This will take some time. I could hardly happen upon Vidyadhara bone marrow and test the prescription myself, could I? Leave your contact details with me. When I've completed my assessment of the pharmacology, I'll get in touch with you.